Very warm welcome to Hamilton Central Model Railway and a very happy Christmas to all our viewers and subscribers. A few things we've got on the go today. The first is a little layout update, then we'll go on to look at a little weathering project I've been working on, some new stock that we got for Christmas, and then we'll finish it with a running session inspired by trains that we would have loved to have met. The only layout update we have this time round is a change in the southbound station building. Now this was a clasp 70s style building, and what I've done is I've given myself the option to swap that in and out with an older style building to allow me to run older rolling stock, and the building that I'm using is a Bachmann Scenecraft Oakworth station from the Railway Children train pack. I've lined it with tin foil to stop light bleed, and I've lit it with a short lead strip. One thing I noticed in my recent BR Blue running session was the stock that wasn't weathered didn't look particularly realistic. So I wanted to have a batch session of weathering up a range of locomotives. So I actually did 7 locomotives during that session. We'll show you a couple here, which is the 56 and the 85, because they appeared in that running session, and we'll save the others for later videos. What I'll also do is do a separate video about the weathering process, where we'll follow a locomotive through the weathering process. It didn't take long. 7 locos took me about 3 hours, and it was only 2 colours that I used. I used enamel, so it was matte leather and black, which was a technique that I saw Tim Shackleton using in one of the magazines, and it's done with an airbrush. And we wipe off some of the residue on the front of the locomotive. So spray the front of the locomotive up and then wipe it off with isopropanol. And hopefully you'll agree that the locomotives look a whole lot better with being weathered. With it being Christmas, I've got some new stock. And the first was an impulse purchase just before Christmas, which I saved until Christmas Day to open. I'd seen this model in the NRM stand at Model Rail Scotland a few times and never quite made the jump to purchase it. I wasn't really sure if it would fit with the era that I was modelling at the time. But it's a fascinating locomotive, and I know that stock's getting really, really low, and it would probably be something I would always regret not buying. So I made the jump before Christmas, and I have been absolutely blown away by it. It's the NRM Deltic DP1 prototype in West Coast, and I know the stock is so low that I think they may have actually sold out of them now. Delighted with it. First thing you notice with it is the colour, the really striking French blue with the yellow lining, and the lines along the body side are raised. A lot of rivet detail, the weight of the locomotive, the detail in the bogie, the printing detail, I mean the little plates here, the little English Electric label underneath the door, the roof detail, etched grills, and it just ran straight out the box and nothing fell off it. Absolutely fantastic loco, a brilliant runner as well. Delighted with it. And the other stock that the missus got me for Christmas was relating to mail and parcels. So we start with the Bachmann TPO in Royal Mail red with nets which are etched. A really beautiful coach. And then the Bachmann MK1 BG parcels coach. I got 3 of them to make a little parcel train up. And then the Hornby CCT, the LNER CCT. And what we can do with that is make up a traditional mail and parcel service, which is something that I like to model. I think there's just something nice about mail and parcels, particularly at Christmas. And that inspires us for today's running session, which is trains we'd love to have met. So I hope you enjoy this.